Hey everybody, Father Mike here. Today is Wednesday of the 5th week of Easter. I know it's been a bit since I've posted one of these videos. We've had a busy couple weeks with getting our project started in the parish renovation. Pretty excited about it. Check out our website for more information. Today's gospel is the famous insight from John, or from Jesus rather, in which he gives us a powerful image. I am the vine and you are the branches, and every branch that bears fruit, it gets pruned so it bears more fruit. And here's the interesting paradoxical dynamic that's worthy of our prayer and consideration: the connection between pruning and fruitfulness, getting cut down for the sake of growing up, or cut back for the sake of moving forward. And this is like the dynamism of the kingdom. We heard a couple days ago from the Acts of the Apostles, it's necessary for us to endure hardship to come into the kingdom. Or Jesus is going to say, unless you lose your life, you can't really gain it for eternal life. So this interesting connection between pruning, being cut back, and fruitfulness, that is authentic growth. And it's an important thing to ponder because we are so easily pruned, by disappointments, and we're cut down by failure and by losses and broken relationships. And as we age, our bodies kind of prune us and clip us back. And the insight is that these losses and problems and weaknesses and failures and struggles, they can be lived as disgraced or as graced, as a path to a deeper kind of fruitfulness. That's something worth claiming. I'll leave you with an image from Henry Nouwen. When I was in high school, we took photography classes, and we did it in the old school way, not digitally, but we'd take a roll of film into a dark room, and in that dark place, we would print out negative images and solutions, which would then be printed in color and the right way around. And Nouwen's insight was that, so often in the spiritual life, we're printing from negatives. I'll say, the experience of war gives us words for peace. And the isolation of loneliness helps us to speak of the meaning and the beauty of communion. What does that mean for Christian witness, for people who are in the process of pruning? It means we can talk about integrity, we can talk about faith, we can talk about virtue, we can talk about truth, even though we are cut down by the weaknesses and the immaturities that stand contrary to those high values. The fact that we are in process and tasting the pain of pruning gives us the words for, and that deep desire for, and sense of the meaning of all of that good fruit towards which we're striving. That's an important thing to hold on to when we are feeling cut to the core. But also it allows us to speak with integrity about the values towards which we strive, even though we're still in process, maybe still a little bit backwards, printing from negatives, trying to figure it out in the dark room, to use that high school image. It's something worth praying about. It comes with a promise.